Morning, everybody. We have ourselves a little bit of a logistical issue right now, and it's going to sound like I'm complaining. I kind of am, but it's also a good problem, but not so good. So this week, it's supposed to be cold the next 2 days, then warm and windy on Wednesday, then it cools back off. 2 more average temperatures. Yeah. So what we've got going on, I thought I'd be trudging through snow, but luckily Dad was aboard yesterday. And actually, it's kind of nice right here in the sun. So you can see Dad got things cleaned up. Those 2 old hopper bins don't get really used for fertilizer anymore. We kind of got away from having stored fertilizer on the farm, and now we're kind of trying to get back into it, which is why we bought those guys. Now, we've also got a couple of bins down at my uncle's. I'll show you. One of the big issues is that we need to keep seed in hopper bottoms because we treat, and I'll show you the treater at a later date, straight out of the hopper through the auger, let it agitate up into the truck. So as we sit right now, that bin is open. That bin's full of wheat. That bin's full of wheat. That bin's full of peas. That's about half full of durum. That's mostly full of durum. One of those has a dribble of durum in it. And one of them's got heated canola. Can't remember which is which. And then that one's got a dribble of canola, and then that one's is full of peas. So we do have a couple of big bins open at the airport, and we do have a couple of hopper bottoms open down at my uncle's. And I'll again touch on that. But logistically, it doesn't work great because this guy's got durum, this guy's open. We're going to be or there's just a tiny bit, like maybe 200 bushel of durum. And so we're probably going to end up putting that durum, either we're going to sell it or we'll put it up in top of that bin. We'll just have to weigh it because that's my durum and that's Dad's durum. And yeah, that's my durum. That's going to be seed. We don't know exactly when they're going to call to clean the durum. And what we would like to be able to do is put that probably in that bin once it's clean. And that's only a short-term problem because, like I said, we need both of these for fertilizer. And what we have for fertilizer, trying to do the math here, is a little more. So one of them's going to be, I think the canola blend is good. It will fit in one of these bins, or it will fit in, we have the Vider, which is a tier shorter. I'll show, and one of those down at my uncle's place. And we got to keep one of these guys open eventually for a pulse blend. Yeah, so eventually we're going to have to clean wheat, but we're going to have to empty a wheat bin. We're going to need, a bin of peas to roll as well. And to boot, Dad's going south for a couple months here on Friday. So we would like to get as much done with 2 guys as we can this week. So we're doing a lot of coordination and planning and all that kind of stuff. And I got a few projects I want to be working on when he's gone. Not the fact that he's gone. I would actually prefer that he was here. It's just that, you know, towards the middle or end of February, we start to get into a lot nicer days where it's, you know, -5, -10 consistently. And those are all right days to be working. Quick reminder, guys, if you get a chance, like and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing or you have questions, shoot me a comment. Likes and subscribes always help me. The subscribe button, I think it's down on this side, but it could be down on this side. It's just a little YouTube logo, or you can go down and there's subscribe button, like button, thumbs up. I'll answer any comments you have. So we're down at my uncle's farm down south, and yeah, it's kind of slightly better situation, but also we don't want to load this. Wow, that's not getting all that deep. Might have to do some scraping. Leaving a little skiff of snow like an inch behind, that makes it really hard for those grain trucks. I might have to rock that back or something just a hair. We'll do some tweaking. It's doing good where it's not terribly hard. Like, that's the first time I've blown that close over there. Anyhow, so the story we got going on here, those 3 bins, all bottoms. So maybe, I don't know, we'll call it 800, 900, no more than 1,000 bushels a bin, I would guess, in there. All bottoms. So I got to vac them up. Grain vac's over there. Got to vac them up and put them in that bin, because that bin is half full of canola, so it should fit. That bin's empty. That bin, I don't remember if I outright emptied it or not. I kind of don't think it's totally empty, but it might have a dribble of canola in. So first priority would be to empty that guy and put it in there. And then I got 2 empty bins if we end up needing to put seed or something else in here. That guy is mostly full of number 1 wheat, which is good, because that's probably going to be our seed that we're going to clean, because it didn't get any rain on. It is utterly perfect wheat. Those 2 bins have heated grain in them from a few years ago. That guy, I just rebuilt the fertilizer bin. It's old, but I rebuilt the gate this year. Most of the epoxy coat is gone on it, but you got to do what you got to do. Maybe if we get a chance, we can get that thing re-epoxied, like sandblasted and epoxied. To see what the price is on that. These guys are pretty much no good. They're kind of old. Not that they're bad, they're just not very good. And they're small. Like, that's a 17, that's a 2000, yeah, they're both 1750s or 2000 bushel, which is, you know, fine if you're just cleaning out the bottom. And then this guy is empty. So we're still trying to figure out what to do with the durum in the 1 bin down up north. But the plan is we're going to put, I think we're going to put our canola blend in there and there, because I think this is technically like a 90, maybe a 100-ton bin, 105 tops. Ooh, look at that big fat squirrel over there. The monster. You could get 2 meals out of him. See him? Anyhow, this guy and that guy should easily hold all of our canola blend. And then we will keep, we have that other one of those up north at Dad's, or one of them that will be open, hopefully. And we can put some of the pulse blend, which we don't have a whole bunch of that. The pulse blend only goes on at 65 pounds. And that should do us if we can just move some of the wheat and seed. And we want to keep all of our seed up north, but if we have to, we could potentially put some seed in here. Just because I don't want to be moving stuff back and forth, north and south. I would like all the seed to be at one location because we have a treater. There is some power right over here, so we could string in an extension cord. The treater needs an air compressor. It's just, yeah, it's a lot easier when everything's in one location. Well, I guess I was flogging her a little hard and I busted the shear pins. There's 2 of them. It's a fairly easy thing to do when your leg gets a bit tired and you forget to clutch or you hit the wrong way. But, yep, we'll change those. Well, she looks good. We got her down to the good hard stuff. Tight shave down to the hard stuff. Only made 1 beaver pelt right there. Good old divot right there. Had to dig out that guy because I'm going to need it in a few days. But for the most part, I did a really good job of giving her like the old Gillette Mach 3 turbo shave. Nice and tight. That took a while. So I guess it sounds like Dad found a home for that Durham, or a load of Durham, which is enough to free up. We got that bottom of the concept bin is mine, and then he's got a few hundred bushel in that old West Furco bin, pool fertilizer bin. So hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully he got it loaded. I guess, yeah. So he's gonna load some of his first, and then I'll take it to the scale. I'll have to go get scaled out first. I was hoping he didn't load yet because I forgot to take the old hand crank out of the compartment 1 when I got the tarp changed over. Finally remember to pull that guy out. More in that concept than I thought. Went and weighed it out. There's 350. So I'll pull out of there to get a full load. I'll take that away. Whatever's left over, we will put in this bin, which has some nice, lovely Durham. Watch Dad work. Those self-propelled movers are just the best. Except that one's got backwards controls for some reason, and we've never fixed it. Swing my trailer a bit, but it should be close. Well, that gives us, where is it? Oh, it's way back there. That guy, that one, is open. This concept is open. We have the divider open down south and another one of those old fertilizer bins. Now that should be everything that we need. We bought the 2 fertilizer bins. We planning on filling them both, but I think we'll just have to, we'll fill the others and make do. But I gotta haul Durham in the morning, and it's supposed to be like minus 31 overnight. So that should be all sorts of lovely. And I don't think my Webasto, oh, I never posted that video. I don't think the Webasto's plumbed in perfectly yet. I think it's bypassing and circulating the heater core instead of the engine block. So we got the magnetic oil pan heater and the block heater plugged in, and I had the Webasto turned on to automatically go. So hopefully it starts in the morning, but if not, oh well.